categorizes Ghana as a country at high risk of debt distress. The country's debt to GDP ratio has been swelling from 54% in 2016 to 58.3% in 2017 and 59.1% in 2018. At the core of the challenge is a consistent revenue shortfall and increased expenditure, which results in wide budget deficits needing funding. Despite an already high debt position, government will in 2021 go to the Eurobond market to raise $3 billion to finance the budget. Deputy Minister of Finance, Mr. Kweku Kwarteng, justifies the move, saying part of that loan will go into retiring old debt.
I think Ghana has managed its debt well, but I agree with you. We should strive to borrow less and less and rely more on domestic revenue as a way of managing our economy. We are sensitive to that, and that is why you are seeing instruments in the budget that will help us to deal with the debt, whilst at the same time ensuring that the basic things we have promised Ghanaians and the basic interventions we have started, the free SHS, the support for teacher trainees, support for nursing trainees, and all the other social interventions that we have deployed, which in my respectful view is the interface between government and the governed. We have a responsibility to maintain those.
Former Deputy Minister of Energy and a member of the Finance Committee of Parliament, Mr. John Jinapor, believes that further borrowing will compound an already precarious situation.
When you read the latest October report from the IMF, and I feel that is more credible because this minister hasn't been credible enough. Our debt to GDP is projected at 76% of GDP. When he took over as minister, the debt to GDP was about 56%. And that is the critical element, not just the nominal debt. If this country is not broke, if this country is not in a state of comatose, there's no other word that can describe this country.
Of the 27.4 billion cedis government is seeking to spend in the first quarter of next year, over 7 billion cedis goes into interest payment alone. Another 7.7 billion cedis to employee compensation, while capital expenditure receives 1.9 billion.